So I'm Lauren with NBC in Baltimore and DC Film Girl, Glen and Tarzan. So nice to chat with you about this. I've literally been excited about Top Gun Maverick for like years, and now that it's finally out, you guys, filmed it years ago. There's been so much pushback with the release dates. Honestly, what does it just feel like to know that the world is going to be seeing this movie tomorrow? What does it feel like?
Wow, when you say it like that,
because it has been a long journey.
It's been an incredibly long journey, and even just outside of push release dates.
Yeah.
We shot this movie. We started shooting this movie. I believe my first bit of training was August 1st, 2018.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I auditioned for it. I started auditioning April 2018.
Wow.
So the journey, the emotional journey of this movie has been really, really long, and just even the shooting process took almost a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even potentially more than that. And then the fact that we knew that we delivered the goods. We delivered like an amazing movie, and then we couldn't show anybody for 2 years. Like that's its own. That was trying for sure.
Yeah, Tarzan, what about for you? The world is going to see this movie tomorrow for the majority of it.
It doesn't feel real. I'm not gonna lie, because we pushed it back for so long. It doesn't feel like we've. Is it really coming out? No, it don't feel like it, but it's exciting. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm so glad that it got pushed back, because you need to see it in a cinema with a lot of people around. You want to feel the same emotion that person in front of you, behind you, and on the side you feel. And with it being pushed back, we were able to do a Cannes premiere, the freaking royal premiere.
Oh my god, it looked amazing.
And now the anticipation. I mean, great things come to people who wait.
Yeah, no, the Cannes premiere looked fantastic. I'm sure you guys had the best time.
Surreal.
That was unbelievable.
Oh my god, I miss the Cannes Film Festival so much. I'm like so happy that these things are coming back now. Well, you guys are obviously playing, naval air pilots who are on the same team but super competitive.
Mm-hmm.
When did the two of you first meet? Did you have like any type of like bonding activities prior to filmmaking? What did you guys do in between set?
So I know,
or in between filmmaking.
We had the first scene up together, and I mean, when I found out, when we both found out, it was kind of like, wait, what? We're filming first? Okay. So I was a little. I'm not gonna lie,
We were the first shot of the whole movie.
The first shot of the whole movie. So I was a little nervous, but I'm glad that I had, Glenn. I'm pretty sure you felt kind of shaken a little bit as well, but I had Glenn to like calm me down. Like, no, you got this, dude. Don't worry about it. With his veteran expertise. He's a vet. I'll say he's a vet. No pun intended.
Old man.
No, but it was. I was glad to be able to share in that moment with you, dude. I think that's when.
That really was, because we were having dinner with Jerry Bruckheimer the night before, and we weren't supposed to be up. They were supposed to shoot something else.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry like looks at his phone. And he goes, "All right, you guys are up." And we're like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "You're the first shot of the movie tomorrow." It's that scene where we're looking at the picture.
Yes.
That was the first shot of the whole movie.
Oh
and I remember literally being like,
wow.
whoa, we're kicking this thing off. This is real. Because up until then, it's flight lessons and swim fizzes and training to make sure you pass all these requirements. And you're sort of just in the Navy. You're not really shooting a movie. And then all of a sudden you're like, again, just like how you're talking about, we're releasing this thing tomorrow. It's like, it doesn't feel real. Like all of a sudden we were training on how to survive in a jet. And then all of a sudden, oh, we're actually doing this thing. Like, and then that's a moment you feel like you jump off the cliff a little bit, and just hope you land somewhere soft.
Yeah, well, you guys did an awesome kickoff to filmmaking, obviously, with your scene to start it off. So I know there's probably so many, but what is a particularly fun memory you had working with Tom Cruise on set? Either before, I know he was really supportive of you getting your pilot license.
Yes.
But is there a particular memory that you'll just cherish forever, either before you guys started filmmaking, during filmmaking?
Yeah, there's a moment that I guess I won't share on camera. That we had a conversation, and it made me feel good, that I was doing something correct. He's a really good guy, and I'm very fortunate to call him like a friend and a mentor, and to hear that from somebody that you look up to, you've been watching since you were a child. It's validation. It's like, okay, I can do anything. I can take on the world.
Glenn, what about for you?
I would say there was, I really, Tom, like early on, because we got to develop the character together, right? The character on the page wasn't really the character that it became. Like we had to find it. It was. I almost didn't do the movie because I didn't really enjoy the character on the page.
Oh, wow.
And so he convinced me. He's like, we'll get it there. So I think some of my favorite memories are conversations on the phone with Tom, because what he would do is he would tell me to watch a movie every night. He'd be like, hey, we're trying to find Hangman. He's like, hey, watch Big Country. You know, there's this cowboy in Big Country that kind of walks like this. I feel like, you know, Hangman kind of probably walks like this. Or, you know, Lee Marvin in Point Blank, he has this look in his eye, and I feel like it could be very Hangman-esque. And what I really saw in that moment, getting to talk movies with Tom, first you realize none of his passion for movies is an act. He is obsessed with movies.
Obsessed.
He loves, and he studies them. Like, he literally will sit down and be like, this look, steal this look. The way he stands in the door frame, the way he walks, like the fact that he kind of talks in slow motions and enjoys what he says. He's like, I need you to steal these things. And that was, I think, the thing that was really like resonated with me, is not only the fact that he took the time to care about my character and to care about me, like that's a crazy thing, but also his enthusiasm for this job. Over 40 years, he hasn't lost one bit of passion for it.
No.
And to feel that as an actor, you can work with a lot of these older actors, these legends, and they're over it. They just got a mortgage to pay. they got boats to pay for. I don't know what it is, but you know, they're no longer engaged the same way.
Right.
And Tom is like his first time on set.
Yeah.
It's like he's never been on a film set before. In the experience aspect, it's like he's been on a film set before. But in terms of his enthusiasm, it's true boyish, like, can you believe we're getting to do this? Right. And I think that's something that I'll take on to every movie, because it's a privilege to do this job. And that guy reminds you that it's a privilege.
Yeah, I interviewed him here in DC for a Mission Impossible film, and he was awesome to talk to. Always, like, you know, just great energy.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, after like an hour doing interviews, you still have this energy. I mean, you guys have great energy too.
Oh,
so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I have to ask you about Scream Queens.
Okay.
Chad and Chanel are one of the best craziest TV couples of all time.
Yeah.
Amazing 2 seasons. Obsessed with yours and Emma's performance. Would you ever step back into like the Ryan Murphy universe as Chad, or like some other character?
As Chad, I still keep in touch with Ryan and Emma. I mean, Emma is also, we just had the best time making that show.
Yeah.
I getting to act with Emma was truly, like, that is a character that I, just like Hangman, like, they're both equally douchey.
Honestly,
but, yeah,
like, you know,
I'm kind of good at being a douche. But I'll say that that was a really fun way to go to work, and obviously Ryan makes things so great. So I'm never opposed to being Chad Radwell, as long as there's a reason to do it. That was last night. It was so funny. This girl, we went and worked out. We went and ran the mall over here, and you know, he'd never been here, so we were just kind of going to see the sights. And we ended up going to this gym down the way, and this girl walked out and she goes, Chad Radwell? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, you're on Grey's Anatomy. And I was like, man, this is
you know her, your fan base here.
Yeah. She was like, I just got done watching Scream Queens, and then I came here, and I was like,
that
the odds of that are wild.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
she like literally just binged it?
Yeah.
Like recently?
Yeah.
And I show up at the gym.
For you to just pop, she's probably like, well, what else can I watch? Somebody pop up. Let me see.
Oh my god, I love that. Well, I hope you do go back with Ryan Murphy. And like, as Scream Queens, I was like, all of us fans miss it so much. It's literally like one of the best shows ever.
Thank you for watching. I really love that show, and I had just the best time.
It's like, you just seemed like you guys had so much fun making it.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. I loved everyone on that show, and even talked to Jamie Lee Curtis a couple days ago, and everybody on that show is just amazing.
On Corden.
I ran that story by her. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking out of turn.
We were laughing
Jamie
about
gave
it
me a
on the
really
way up
funny
here.
rep gift.
Yes.
Yeah, and they found out about it, and they were like, hey, can we ask you about this? I never told anybody, and so I was like, I don't even know how they knew. So I texted Jamie. I was like, hey, can I say this? And she's like, tell him everything. I was like, okay.
She's so cool.
She's
she doesn't
the best.
care. Yeah.
She's the best. I love her so much. I like legitimately love that woman.
I love it. Well, last question, Tarzan, for you. The new Mission Impossible trailer just released. What can you tell us about that film? Because I love the Mission Impossible films, know that you're in it also again with Tom. Can you give us any sort of hints about who you're playing?
When I'm back in DC or next year sometime I can come back. I can tell you though, y'all are gonna go on a ride. It is fun. We travel to many different locations just like every other Mission Impossible film, but I think this one is more special because we shot it during a pandemic. And the work that we put in it, each actor in the film, it was amazing. And when I joined the film, I told Tom and McHugh, I was like, yo, I saw Top Gun. I said, how the heck are you going to top this? You know, and it was like, you know, we strive to top everything we do. So I'm curious to see how this is going to all turn out. So,
Ooh, yeah. I'm like, I want Ethan Hunt and Ilsa to get together so bad.
You want that?
Yes!
Yeah, McHugh.
Okay.
So they want
Call
Ilsa
him.
Romance,
we need more romance.
I want all the romance. Well, thank you guys so much for your time today. I cannot wait for fans to finally see Top Gun Maverick in theaters this weekend.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, it's this weekend?
It is this
oh,
weekend.
crap.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you guys. I appreciate
Such a
it.
pleasure.